Hi, my name is Brooke Poirier, and for my persuasive speech, I'll be doing texting while driving. Here's my audience. Alright, cell phones have been used in our society for decades, and although they have made communication from peer-to-peer much easier, cell phones can also serve as a serious threat to our lives while driving. Most of the time when driving, humans are either talking on the phone or texting. Although most states have banned the use of cell phones while driving, there are still some citizens who do not obey and realize the consequences that can happen while driving. Operation of cell phones while driving should be banned, and the government needs to start taking more actions to these laws. One main cause that is associated with the operation of cell phone while driving is texting. A survey that was conducted by Robert Roy Britt stated that nearly 26% of mobile users while driving are texting, and those percent are teenagers from 16 to 19 years old. That this may not seem like a large amount of number, but when we're talking about 26% composed to 1 million people, it is a very great amount of number. Most people do not realize how important it is to keep their undivided attention on the road, and many a times the safety of their lives and others. A Senate Bill 137 is Louisiana's new text messaging law. The new driving law prohibits text messages by all drivers and limits the use of cell phones to non-voice drivers. As a citizen of Louisiana, I'm very enthused about these laws. I just wish that they would take more action towards enforcing these laws. There are still people who pass officers in their vehicle while texting and driving and do not do anything about it. As a matter of fact, while I was headed to work yesterday, a state trooper was on the side talking on his phone as well. So, am I the only one that sees anything wrong with this picture? I mean, an officer, instead of someone who should be enforcing the laws, is actually breaking the law. There also is a fine that an individual can get while texting. The first offense is $175 if you get caught by an officer. The second offense is up to $500. And if, however, when texting while driving causes you to get into an accident, your fine could be doubled. I'm okay with the first and second offenses, but as for getting in a fine or a serious accident, I think that the law should be more enforced, because the whole being is that if you hurt, it depends on how tragic the accident is. Someone could get very seriously injured, and with that being someone, you could really almost kill somebody and you can only get a doubled fine. However, parents who drive with children in the car, like me, I have a 1-year-old son, especially don't need to be texting while driving. They should keep all undivided attention on the road, because you already have a lot of distractions while driving. If a driver would only stop to take a second and realize what could happen to them or their children if they were to engage in an accident while driving, they would not talk or text to anyone. The law should be more enforced throughout every citizen and town, but much more on the interstate and highways. These two roads are the most dangerous and intense drivers. It is really not safe to drive on over 50 miles an hour on the interstate and try to use a phone at the same time, especially when you're constantly switching from lane to lanes. This law really needs to be enforced the most it can. There are some ways that I think that we should try enforcing these laws. The government could put up road signs, news flashes, getting more involved in enforcing these laws, because it's starting to become a really threat to our society. More accidents and just more people just not paying attention to the road, careless driving mistakes. And then again, like I stated above, I believe that the operation of cell phones should be banned, and the government really starts to need taking more action with enforcing it. That's my persuasive speech.